Hello my friends and welcome to Swan Earrings with me, Emma Jo. And yes, it's shrink plastic time. So I've got a piece of shrink plastic. I've measured out 2 by 4 squares for these. And this is me using the acrylic board as a bit of a ruler. So 4 squares down, 2 squares across. You can see it there. Grabbing any old Posca pen and just going around the edges, around the end of it at the top to create a hanger. There we go. And cut it out. Now remember, you're working on the white side of the Sizzix shrink plastic, not the shiny side. Straight down the middle with those scissors. Super. Now if you get your handheld hole punch and just punch a little hole into the end, job's a good one. Okay, so I've got some archival ink, jet black, and I've inked up one of the swans. And I've inked up the other swan as well. So it's one on each, and luckily they're looking the other way, so no need to do reflections. This is Posca Pen yellow, just blobbed it onto my earring that I'm making, and I'm just using it with a Frisk masking brushes because I think it's all those years of using school brushes. It just seems right. And I've added some water to that Posca pen and then I'm going to blot it because we know, don't we, that anything that shrinks the colours will intensify. So that was a Wow embossing powder pot. I've drawn around the end and I'm cutting it out. For why, I hear you say? Well, let me show you in a minute. Kuretake clean colour real brush pens, and that is the bright pink. Next we have the orange. And then we have the paler orange. Yeah, the paler orange. And then we have the pale pink. There we go. So that's all lovely colour. And a little bit of yellow. Filling in the gaps. And then rubbing it off. Because we don't want it. Not that bright anyway. It'll come out a beautiful colour, don't worry. So remember that we cut out that Wow embossing powder lid. So this is us using it to create something rather lovely. With Elements Ink confetti and a size, I think it was 7, stencil brush. And this is Elements Ink Della Blue, just for a swipe underneath those swans. And the beloved Thimbleweed stamp, inked up in archival ink jet black. And popped along the top. There's something very Klimt-like about it. These earrings, I do rather love them. Just lovely. So delicate, almost oriental, just lovely. So I've cracked open the Posca Pen Aqua Green again, and we're going in to colour in the Thimbleweed. And it's just so pretty. So I'm going to speed it up because, you know, it takes a little while when you do it and you've zoned out. So here you go. This is me doing super speedy. I can assure you I do not have any superpowers. I have just sped the video up. Look at that. Magic, isn't it? Magic of technology. Suddenly they're both done. And there we go. We're just filling in the ends of it. Don't forget, if you want to do a second coat, be careful because too much colour comes out gooey when you shrink it. So I'm just adding some dots of aqua green onto the bottom beneath the swans. Just dots. There we go. And then I'm taking the excess. Do you remember what I've just said about colour going gooey? Taking the excess Posca off. This is the Micron Pigma again. I think. Yes, Pigma Micron 0.5. And I'm colouring in the hanger because I don't really want it to be... I want it to be a colour. I don't want it to just be shrunk plastic. There we go. So shrink plastic accessories kit, and you get this rather lovely holdy tool, can't think of the word, something that helps you hold your shrink plastic while it shrinks. And it doesn't conduct heat, so your fingers don't get too hot. And also, turn it around the other way and look, you can just flatten your shrink plastic with it. Fabulous. Just what we've always wanted, I hear you say. I know. So there we go. We have 2 shrunk earrings. Amazing to think how large they were to how small they are. So now, after they've shrunk, by the way, sorry, Zig 2-way glue pen, round the edges, give it a blast with your Ranger heat tool, and add some gold fab foil. Now, we use the Wow Fab foils, and I rather like them because they're easy. So I'm literally just waited for that glue to go tacky, and I'm adding that lovely gold edge, and I think it automatically brings everything to life with that little touch of bling. And it makes it look rather classy. So I'm heating it up again. Remember what I said, wait until it gets a little bit tacky, like the back of a postage stamp, and then apply your gold fab foil. Just rub along the edges, as you can see me doing. And now I have got some hoops that I found online that make rather nice dangly earrings for shrink plastic. Now, sometimes I think you can find them in lots of different colours, but these are gold because we've gone with gold fab foil. So I'm going to add some liquid pearls, mermaid, just on top of little bits of the thimbleweed, and then liquid pearls, raspberry. It reminds me of what do you call it? Bod. Here comes Bod when they were choosing the milkshakes. Sorry about that, folks. Blast down memory lane there. So raspberry. So I'm obviously just adding a little bit of colour there by using the liquid pearl with my paintbrush. So I'm adding some raspberry at the top. There we go. And my friends, you have done it. Well done.